Good morning, good morning. Hope everyone is well. I know this video is gonna get copyrighted because of the song I'm playing in the background. I just love this song, but obviously you cannot. I don't monetize my channel, so my YouTube puts a copyright. Anyways, I hope you can watch be able to see the full video. Anyways, so today's topic is why rejection is good for you. Okay, rejection is good for you for many ways. In many ways, generally speaking, there are some exceptions to this. Obviously, you guys know I'm big on upbringing and stuff like that, so there are certain exceptions that can be bad, but overall, okay, we're talking in overall terms here, general terms, not specific. Something rare, or not rare, but not so common. So why is rejection better? If it's processed correctly, it does make you a better person, because you, again, responsibility and accountability, right? So you take responsibility for yourself, for your part, for your actions, and you get better. Okay, even if the rejection had nothing to do with you and more with the opposite person or party, or it depends on what it is, right? If it's a person or a job or a school you wanted to get into, in your mind, guys, as long as you did everything right, as long as you had everything, put in the effort, and the outcome was that, there are no regrets, guys, no regrets. Because unless you did something wrong, so here it is, right? Even if you did something wrong, take responsibility, say where you're lacking, where you messed up, what happened, and solve them, resolve those conflicts. I mean, not conflicts, but whatever skills or talents, or this applies to a job, obviously, not personally. In personal relationships, it's certain characteristics or certain issues with your personality, character. Obviously, you want to start as young as you can, because that way you can live your life for better. The later you start, it's kind of, I mean, yeah, it's never too late, but again, like, what the hell did you do before? So I've seen a lot of like 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. Oh, I'm working on myself. I'm like, come on, man. What? This is stuff you should have solved in your 20s. This is stuff you should have learned. I learned in my late teens and 20s. I worked. Yeah, I was not the full person I am now that I was 25. There are things I didn't know when I was 25 that I do now, as I'm 35 now, and I'm very much looking forward to my 40s. Because I know when I'm 45 and have my family and have my kids, obviously you shouldn't change as a person constantly. That's not good. But people that know you from 10 years ago, I have very lifelong friends that know me for more than 20, and they will be there. They always know that at core I carry certain qualities in me that's always the same. But I have been rejected many times from jobs, personal stuff didn't work, a girl I liked, didn't really like me back, whatever it was. Okay, I did everything I could in what I could, and whenever something didn't work out, I didn't build a resentment. Okay, this is something else. People oftentimes, if they process rejection the wrong way, it's bad. It's really, because that turns into resentment, and you do not want to live a life of resentment. You do not want to do that, because then you ruin everything. You don't get better, you get worse, and you blame everybody else. Yes, you're not responsible for everything around you, but you are responsible for yourself. At least when you okay, specifically, for example, if I didn't get the job I wanted, let's say I do technical work, so engineering. In engineering interviews, they ask you questions. How do you do this? How do you do that? Obviously based on the resume, on your resume, and then they also they put you in real life problem solving. So there were many things I would know, and then there were certain things I wouldn't know, and I tell them. And they were some jobs were like, yeah, it's good, you know, we don't want you to know everything. They will be like, hey, you mentioned this, how well do you know this? I know this much. Okay, it's good, it's good. And then there were some jobs that were like, we need you to know this really well. Some jobs were like, hey, you know, it's okay when you know a lot of stuff we want. If you don't know this stuff, you have the room to get better and learn and come up to speed. And I would. And then some jobs didn't. There were schools I applied to that I wanted to get into that I didn't. And there was one college that I did get into. It was my biggest achievement. It doesn't matter where it was, but anyways, it's always process rejection in a good way, guys. Always there's always room for improvement. People say this crap, I'm good, but I'm gonna they don't even know how to do it. They don't even know what it takes. You know, faking shit is not gonna get you anywhere. Stop with the pretending. Stop. Okay, full stop, period. Pay attention. Actually, I made a video saying you should apply math concepts in your life. Nobody has watched it, so it's fine. Watch it. I explain why you should. Okay, you should reevaluate things. You should, again, accountability, right? Take responsibility. Understand why things didn't go the way you thought they would. Stop blaming if you're in a personal relationship or were in the past with a guy, girl. Stop it with the you know, everybody owes me, the world, life is this. No. There are things you did. There are things you should have not done, or there are things you should have done that you didn't do. Okay, because I guess you had these self-entitled views that you deserve this. No, you do not. So yes, have that mindset. Have integrity. Process rejection well. If you got rejected, maybe it wasn't even your fault. Maybe there was, again, in my jobs, right? I was like, they found somebody better. I'm sure they found someone that was better, even if they didn't. Like, whatever it is, in my head, that's how I think. I'm like, okay, they found somebody better, that was more qualified than me, was smarter than me, better fitted for the job. Great, awesome. I didn't make the cut. That's good. I mean, it's not good. It sucks. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, you know, there were perhaps good reasons why I didn't make it. I don't sit there and resent and make BS like, you know, I heard all kinds of crap, guys. Oh, this guy was probably racist. This guy was probably, and I'm like, even if he was, there are things you still don't know really well. Even if somebody else is not racist, they're gonna still they're gonna still reject you from this role or promotion or I personally, at this point in my life, I don't even give a damn about promotions. But anyways, I don't want to drift away. But I'm like, you lack certain skills you didn't learn, you didn't do. Why do you think, you know, something doesn't go your way? It's always somebody else's fault. It's not. Especially if you live in a privileged country like this one. I understand life is not easy, of course, but there are many things you can do in this country that in other countries you're really limited. Okay, in other countries they have certain laws that says no. So get better. Process rejection well. I'm gonna cut this video, guys. Shit. Process rejection well. Understand, take accountability, see what you lacked, what you didn't do well, or what you didn't do well, yes, what you did wrong, and get better. Okay, do not turn resentment into rejection into resentment, because you do not want to live a life of resentment. You never go anywhere feeling sorry for yourself or disliking other people. You know, I hate this person, I hate this person, I hate the people. Like, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. There's a lot of good out there, a lot of good people. But good people look for people that are like themselves. Intelligent people want somebody intelligent. Sincere people want sincere people. Stop expecting people to be something, certain way that you are not. You're not that way, so why do you expect somebody else to be that way with you? Okay, anyways, guys, I'm just blabbing here. But yep, rejection is good for you. Good. Process it properly and get better and become a a well-rounded person. Do not turn rejection into resentment. It's good for you. You're not gonna get everything you want in your life the way you think you should. It's not gonna happen. This is something that my parents taught me as a kid. But anyways, all right, guys, I'm out.